Oh.
And she is just looking up at this thing and actually writing furiously.
Well,
She's the closest.
this house is.
The builder is further away.
Are there any that are wounded but not dead?
You'd have to make me a spot check.
Let's do a spot check. 39.
You don't have any spot, do you?
Spot hidden?
Oh, spot hidden. Do you have any?
No.
No, you can't see. All the ones that are on the floor, you're not sure if they're alive or dead. The one who only had half his body is now very, very dead. Another person has now been snapped up.
Can we check the nearest one that might or might not be dead?
You can go over. Yeah. Make me...
Sneaky?
Yeah, roll me another sneak roll.
39 again?
Ooh. You don't think that the creature has one of the many heads have noticed you. You don't know if that's out of blind luck or if it's the fact that you've been eating the food that's there, but you don't think it's paying any attention to you. It's paying attention to the more obvious food choices. You go up to the person that's close to the reporter woman. Getting close to the reporter woman, you see she has...
This is a downed person, yeah?
This is a downed person. The reporter is standing. The reporter has relatively short-cut brown hair, brown eyes, little shorter than you. And make me a first aid roll.
What? Aha, 1.
1! Well, you get to... Congratulations, since you rolled a 1, I rolled an 87 on your first aid. You immediately gain 6 points of first aid.
What, really? It's 91.
No, it's now 91, which actually means...
Fucking hell.
That you immediately gain 2d6 points of sanity for mastering a skill.
Where's sanity?
You immediately gain 10 sanity points.
I am now back to full sanity.
You're back to full sanity.
It's good. I plugged this man up.
You realise that this person is not dead.
Okay, ritual time.
It's going to take you half an hour, remember?
Fuck.
You might want to drag this person back.
Okay, Stribinkski starts dragging the person back and tries to get the attention of the reporter and wave them over to the cave. You don't need to
get the attention of the woman reporter. She has noticed you and gives you a humongously alarmed expression. And it's at that point that she really, really loudly shouts, "What's going on here?" And then the creatures spot you.
Fuck. Okay. Stribinkski will be running with man on his back. Hopefully, if he gets attacked, the man will be snatched and he will fall down. Just a mad sprint for the cave.
You're going for a mad sprint for the cave.
While yelling at the lady, "Lady, follow, go in cave, otherwise you dead."
Kasalar does that part for you and just grabs her roughly by the wrist and tries to drag her. She actually tries to resist, but is nowhere near prepared for the strength that Kasalar has in his grip and his pull.
He goes full golem.
He basically drags her along. The other person that was further away is basically...
I just hammered my arm into the desk.
Is basically ripped in two by the two heads.
That should make her move.
She's moving. She's moving very, very quickly with you, and I'd like you to make me roll me a d100. This is against your Constitution score. It's pretty generous.
28?
Easily. You have zero problem. Oh my, Kasalar rolls a 6.
He rips her arm off.
You two basically run like you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Yeah, we need to hurry, otherwise the creatures
You
are gonna
absolutely leg it. Basically, you turn around into the cave, rush through. You're ignoring all of her. Kasalar is ignoring all of her questions and what's going on, and you the creature tries to grab at you. One of the heads tries to grab at you, but you're far too deep into the cave by the time it even attempts. You were just too fast.
Nice.
By the time you get into the small, now somewhat cramped cave, the screams have stopped. The screams stop, and she finally lets go, and she rends herself from Kasalar's grip and goes, What is going on here? Who are you? Who is he? Where am I?
Okay, lady, Stribinkski, explain.
Explains what?
You have notepad there, yes? No?
Yes.
You write everything that happened, and then if you follow what we do, you will be home soon, and then you can go, and this is your scoop da.
What? Yeah, what?
If you stand there, make those noise, you write less, and you get less
What
scoop.
is going on?
You will have to puzzle that out when you get home from your notes. Please.
But Eileen, she is just stammering at this point. She has.
That's fine. Stribinkski starts preparing the bayonet. As long as he's not in the way. What is the status of the man, by the way? Will he survive, or is he on his way out? Because I think Stribinkski will have a problem with it.
Roll me another first aid roll.
71.
Well, your first aid roll now is actually going to restore some health to him.
Oh, god damn it.
He is now conscious. Basically, you find the source of his injury. He actually didn't get hurt by the actual serpent. It's more the appearance, and he stumbled and fell on a really sharp rocky.
If possible, Stribinkski would like to keep him stabilized, but unconscious.
He is conscious.
Oh.
He is conscious, and the man looks around and is like, he's actually relieved. Because remember, he's basically appeared somewhere and now he's in a cave. It's like, oh man.
Also, he was in a cave when he first fell in here, so he might just have concluded that the bit between there was a bad dream.
Was there another cave in? I touched the wall and I must have been knocked out. Who are you?
I'm Victor. You hit your head. You just relax for a little bit there.
Ooh, you're going to lie here.
Lie? No. I am Victor.
No, about hitting his head.
Well, didn't he?
He did. That's not technically a lie. The woman is
honest man.
The woman is not going to help you in this, though.
That's okay, I guess.
She's like, no, don't. We fell through a thing, and we're here, and the heads and the hydra. No. This is all just a dream.
You will have to stay calm, lady. There are smaller creatures outside. If you sit and look out through a hole, you will see, and then you will understand the importance of
She turns and sees something.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Oh.
She sees something and points, and her lip quivers, and
it will be okay if you don't scream. It can't see you.
Fortunately, Kasalar is quick thinking, and she's about to scream, and he covers her mouth. She's like, shh, no. You do not scream. Do not scream. You do anything else, you can fidget, you can fight, you can even bite my hand. You do not scream. If you scream, I will cut your throat.
This man know what he say.
She is still and frozen in fear, as she gains 5% Cthulhu mythos.
Oh, nice.
That out there is an entity that you do not want to annoy. No. You don't annoy that. No. If you annoy that thing, it will dissolve you.
I see that he's helping.
Oh, he is.
Stay calm.
He is explaining.
Kasalar, while not wrong, I think maybe inappropriate for lady.
No, if she is going to be quiet, she needs to know the truth.
Show her the fungus corner. Try have her calm down, please.
You're going to the fungus corner.
No.
He moves her with some difficulty over to the fungus corner. The other guy is a lot more talkative. He's like, what did she see? Oh, my chest, that hurts.
You stay lie down, please.
I stay like, no problem there. When's the rescue coming?
Soon, I think.
Oh, that's a relief. Where are the rest of them? I don't see them. Are they all right?
No, they got eaten.
Eaten?
No.
By what? What?
I don't know what to call it. Calcifer? What we call thing outside?
Oh, it has many names that I have given it. I shall call it the Serpent of Eternity. The Serpent of what?
There you go.
I,
It got eaten.
I'm
They
still
got eaten.
dreaming, aren't I?
No.
No, I must be. This is mad.
Try sit up. It hurt. You not dream.
He does try.
There you go.
Oh my. Oh, I am not dreaming, am I?
No.
Oh God, where am I?
Calcifer? Where are we?
I don't know.
Huh?
We're not in Boston anymore.
No.
He's taking it remarkably better than the reporter did.
I like this guy. He's alright.
Okay. So I'm not in Boston anymore.
No.
Or whatever. And everybody else is gone, eaten by this...
This lady alive. We were already here.
We were excavating out the warehouse. I mean, she said there was a story, a cover-up, she said, and we let her come along because, well, you know, why not? I mean, she wasn't getting in the way, and
is there more crew than you going there?
Oh, there were. We were the only ones working by that down part. There were lots of people working in other parts, excavating.
When they see you're missing, how long till come there?
Won't be until the end of the shift, I don't think.
How long is this?
Was a couple hours, maybe.
How long after collapse you start work?
Well, a lot of the time it's been like legal wranglings about who owns it, and they had to find the owner of the place and get permission, and so it's only been recent actually. Couple months though it's been out, like 2-3 months.
Okay. Well, there's way to get back, but we will have to do this before other shift, or they will go through as well.
Through the cave-in?
No, there's portal. It looks like waterbed. Very jiggly. Nice to touch, but you get eaten by giant worms.
I'm sorry. What? You lost me at the word portal here.
It's word I learned from Calcium here. It means thing that goes through. It's like door, but you don't...
So you're telling me there's a portal?
No.
To this place that ain't Boston?
No.
Okay, so you're not kidding when you said we weren't in Boston anymore.
No, you don't really need to understand, but what you need to understand is if we tally here, men go through portal and more die.
All right. I think I can stand. He does.
Just stay seated. We cannot go.
Okay. I may not know what's going on, but I know when to help when I can. What can I do?
See, this is problem. We have problem because to get home, one must die.
What? One must die?
I could explain which book would take about, I don't know.
No, wait. One of us has to die?
It cannot be both me and Calcium because no one else knows spell.
Spell? He is starting now to less be on the same page as you. Wait. Spell? Portal?
No.
Sacrifice?
No.
The reporter suddenly, turns around. Oh. You used the word, didn't you? Oh dear. What? Sacrifice, yes. So, one of you has to die.
It's sad but true.
No! I'm just doing my job, but I did not sign up to be killed for getting out of wherever this is. No!
Well, thing happens, you can stay here, is Kato, but he helps him sit up so he can look out the cave.
Oh, you're making him look out the cave now.
You see, you don't want to stay.
He looks at the creatures and reacts much better than the reporter did. What is that?
We call them... Gallium, what we call them?
I never actually named them. You go ahead.
That one, the little there, is Alexei. I call it Alexei.
We're definitely not in Boston anymore.
I told you.
But die?
No, it's unfortunate. Better than eaten. Is quick.
He goes silent.
I say we draw straw.
Wait, what? So it can't be you two?
It can be one of us, but just one. We draw straw between 4 of us.
Oh, typical.
Only me and Callium no spell. But should be fine, because it's 1 in 4 chance.
Draw straws.
Da.
Are you not going to scream anymore? To the reporter. The reporter shakes her head. I'm going to move my hand now. If you scream, we won't draw straws. Puts the hand very carefully away. She doesn't scream.
Normally, we talk more about this, but we are on tight schedule since other crew will be going through portal.
So let me get this straight. As much as I can, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm just here to report on the cover-up, the obvious cover-up of something really big here, and I was right. I was completely right. There's something huge here.
It's true.
This thing leads to here, and there's that, and there's you, and what?
Is not worst thing Black Knife Cult probably more relevant back in...
I heard about those are the people I was working on.
Da.
So they're linked to this?
Da. It is long story, but we don't have time for story on this. If we go back Boston, I give you story, da. Well, we have to draw straw.
You find, basically, you have the equivalent of like 4 tiny pieces of paper or something. You have something that you can make a straw thing out of.
No, I mean, yes.
Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d4. And it's going to be a 1 for you, a 2 for Kasalar, a 3 for the reporter, or a 4 for the builder. This is tense.
Well,
it's a 1 in 4 chance. You may never come back.
Is a stand-up guy.
You all draw the straws, and you going to reveal them all at once, or are you going to do it one at a time?
Oh, all at once.
Okay. You make a count. The builder is not happy about this at all, and the builder has a good reason not to be happy about this.
Oh.
The builder drew the short straw.
I am sorry, my friend. What is your name? I will make sure your family...
Oh, no! Heck no, I am not dying for this!
I'm sorry, but you... Maybe you talk. You seem to know him. Talk sense into him, lady.
She is just horrified by the whole thing at the moment. She's relieved it's not her, but is horrified that it's him. Kasalar has reached for the gun.
Oh, Stribinkski had 2, I think.
Yep,
he's revolver and a
he's reached for the Mosin.
Oh, he should probably take the revolver. It's easier in the cave.
He's reached for the first thing.
Okay.
So now you listen here. You listen here, you. I have been here for so long. So long.
Kelsey,
you
scream and bullet shot. About same thing.
You drew the short straw. You knew what I did not sign up for. You drew the short straw. You have 2 choices. You can either allow us to leave, or we will shoot you, and you will be in excruciating pain through the whole process. Because trust me, I could keep you alive while we do this.
He is not wrong. But Calcifer, you take bayonet off Mosin, prepare for knife. I talk to man here, though.
He takes off the bayonet and starts preparing it.
So what is your name, builder man?
I am not dying for this.
That's a silly name.
You know that's not my...
I am sorry, but do you have anything you want me to say to anyone?
You're really going to kill me, aren't you?
Sorry.
But I have a wife and kids. I
have small small amount of money I could see go to them. There's probably insurance as well. Reporter here, do good story, good compensation. Put kids to school.
He's just crying. He has started crying. The reporter
Stribinkski hugs him.
He shoves you away.
It's okay. Oh, okay.
The reporter decides to step over, and the reporter, who is also completely taken aback by the horrificness of this whole situation, is trying her best to get information out of him, although he's not really answering.
Well, as long as he's distracted while we...
Kasalar is busy preparing the knife. You know, we're going to need to find a way to hold him down. He's not going to do this willingly, he says as he starts etching symbols into the bayonet's edge.
He hit his head, yeah, when he fell.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Stribinkski sorted.
Hit his head, hit his body, what does it matter?
Well, I could give him a little dunt, a wee dunt.
You're going to knock him out?
It would be more humane.
Yes, humane, but the screaming would be so much more satisfying.
No, we talked about this. That's for Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
Yes, sorry.
We save all the good.
Yes, we save it for him. Yes, we save it for him. Yes, we do. Yes, you knock him out when I say, and we'll do the ritual.
Stribinkski waits until he's good.
She could even help, you know.
You calm down here. Stribinkski waits until he's good and distracted talking to the lady.
He's pretty distracted right now.
Puts him into a chokehold and see if he can choke him out.
Okay. I'd like you to make me a grapple roll.
What's grapple?
Grapple is a skill. Let me find the skill roll here. You might be getting a...
27? Please don't be base 25.
Oh, it's base 25.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because he's distracted, it's easier for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a double grapple check. So, you actually manage to... you basically put him in a sleeper hold. It doesn't take long.
I am sorry, my friend.
He's struggling to the very end. The reporter is just horrified at what you are doing, but she is very silent. You get the feeling the reporter is not quite sure if this is a dream, and you're not sure right now if you want to inform her that it's not.
No. Stribinkski informs her to keep writing. That way, when she realizes it isn't later, she has concrete stuff that she can't doubt.
She does keep writing.
Written it down.
After about 5 more minutes, Kasalar says he's ready.
No, let's get over with.
This knife is now... It not only has it has etchings all along the sides of the blade. You don't think that the stone that he could have used to do this would normally do this, but from what you read of the spell, the actual process of making it, doing this knife, actually makes the blade edge side weaker.
Yeah. Does it still have the thing so it can be affixed as a bayonet?
Oh yes. It's just like it's adorned on the sides with lots of weird.
Gonna have a weird bayonet
mythosian symbols. It also glows very slightly.
That's okay. Okay. Stribinkski tries his newfound psychology to have the woman sit and
make me a psychology roll. You have
21.
No.
Damn it.
She is just going to. At the time when you're basically readying him in the position for sacrifice, she is now starting to object. Wait, I didn't actually think you were really going to sacrifice him.
So, there are 3 things that can happen here. You can document this, go home, have story. You can go apeshit and not have story, and then go home after I throw you to a portal. Both ones you go home, or you can go crazy and run outside and get et.
She looks back to the place where she had gone. She fortunately had lost the maximum sanity for seeing them, so she's not going to lose any more.
2 of these, you go home, is good. You have to choose one of 2. 1, you get story. If you remain calm and right.
Make me a persuade roll.
22. That's 20, isn't it?
It's actually 15. She is silent.
Oh well, she's not getting that bit of the story at least, which probably would work out in our favor.
She's silent. You get the idea that even if she doesn't believe you, she is going. She doesn't want to go with the third option.
Okay, Stribinkski turns her around, facing away from the ritual, and just talks to her while stuff happens.
Okay, are we going to go with the spell here?
Yeah.
Right.
Calcifer's doing it. I can't.
Kasalar.
Kasalar.
Kasalar is going to do. He's going to need your help. Basically, he's going to need you to contribute some magic points.
Can I do this while turned the other way?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's easy. Basically, what it starts with is chanting. It's quiet chanting. It can be loud, but there's no specification in the spell as to how loud the chant needs to be. If only it was Gregorian. It is not Gregorian.
Oh, piss.
It's twisting your tongue to make sounds you didn't, and your throat to make sounds you didn't even know you could make. It's
pickled pipe, pike a pipple.
Worse than that.
Pipple
and
pepper.
This sort of goes, and as he's doing it, he's sprinkling things that he's like ground up and accumulated. He cuts his palm and mixes blood with it.
If this had been Stribinkski doing the ritual, you would have thought about his farm back in Russia. I'm curious to where this guy thinks up.
Now you've seen this. Fair enough. He cuts the thing.
Stribinkski trusts him, though.
He puts that over the heart. And
if this fucker teleports us into a wall,
it is at this point that he screams, because he has to, the final part of the spell, and stabs straight into his heart. You have to contribute a varying amount of magic points. You can contribute anything between 1 and 11 points of magic points to stay conscious.
He can get 6 then.
He'll get 6, so your magic points are now at 6. He is going to contribute all but 1 of his magic points to this. He gets to make a attack roll, and not surprisingly he succeeds. Gets the right point, and the man takes damage.
Aww.
The man, not surprisingly, dies.
Oh, the man. I thought you meant the calcium.
No, the man's dead. I'd like you to make me a sanity roll.
86.
Yeah, you're going to lose sanity for this.
Well, I'm at full, so...
You're going to lose sanity twice. You're going to lose sanity first for the death of this man.
Yeah.
Because
Stribinkski regrets this.
Yes, you have sacrificed this man for your own...
We gave him a chance, though.
You did give him
a chance. He had the same chance as everyone else.
You had the same chance as everyone else. Let me find the correct... there's actually a graph which shows the approximate sanity loss you will get from this.
What about the lady? She's already pretty worn. I assume she... The lady's pretty worn with her sanity already, so I assume she's about to go apeshit.
You will find out. You're going to lose... You lose 3 points of sanity.
That's not bad.
3 points of sanity. You could have lost 1d6. You lose 3. You lose 3 points of sanity for the murder in the sacrifice, as you kill him. And as he does this, he stabs, and the wound actually starts... The blood that would come out of the wound doesn't splurt out. It sort of swirls like a whirlpool.
I've seen Blade. I know what this looks like.
It swirls like a whirlpool from the heart, and when he when he stabs again with another scream and the other, like a little bit to the right, it does that again. It's like, and as Kasalar slowly drags the blade down, and the blade is slicing straight through the ribs without any difficulty whatsoever.
Nice. This is going to be awesome, having mounted on my bayonet.
And he's muttering. He's not muttering spell stuff at this point. He's just muttering the word free, 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 free to himself constantly. And he gets to the bottom and makes the turn, and basically slices through the rectangular thing, the rectangular shape. He is now going to lose sanity for casting a spell. Sanity loss for casting a spell is automatic.
I assume this guy's a better spellcaster than me, by the way, stats-wise.
Power is the main stat for that, but you automatically lose sanity for casting spells versus sanity loss. He loses...
Power?
Yeah, power for magic points.
That's awesome. Oh, okay. Why was I rolling power, then, to carry the man before? That was con.
You were rolling
con. I'm
con.
an idiot.
You're rolling con. They're very similar statted, though. And he loses the sanity. He doesn't seem bothered at all, not even slightly. When he gets to the point when it's actually the final part, he hands you back the bayonet, tells you to grab whatever you need.
Stribinkski affixes the bayonet to the
You grab whatever possessions you still had.
Yeah, grab the shit and shove the lady through the portal once it opens.
Be ready. I don't know what will happen, but let's find out.
It will be wild ride.
He puts his hands in where he's cut and he pulls. He doesn't have the strength to pull open a rib cage. The force of the magic which you actually is unleashed blasts it open for him. The whirling whirlpool of blood grows in size to encompass, basically to make a rectangle. Like, the rectangle actually expands in size that is cut out to basically be the size,
rectangular ragged
size,
hole,
as if it was like encompassing the man's dimensions in a rectangular manner.
Kind of like the shields.
His height and his width, shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, Kasalars.
The person who sacrificed.
Okay.
Yes.
Thought there was maybe a one-man ticket.
He basically liquefies at this point. The man liquefies completely, like organs, skin, bone, all gone. Sanity check.
At least there wasn't any of him left to get eaten, too.
Kasalar fails here. Kasalar is okay, though, which is a relief. That could have gone badly. She's turned at this point, by the way. She passes the sanity check, though, because she didn't see him disappear. She didn't see him actually liquefy. You're fortunate in that regard. She just sees the blood, like the guy's gone, and in its wake is a perfectly rectangular, actually. It shouldn't be perfectly rectangular.
Does this thing look anything like what Stribinkski came out when he came here?
No, it doesn't. It looks like basically a whirlpool of blood in like a rectangular... The best way you could describe the shape is a doorway, a door frame. You can't see through it. All you can see is the blood. The blood is there and gushing and bubbling, and it seems to be glowing.
What about my sanity, by the way?
Your sanity, you lose 2 points of sanity for seeing that now.
What, for a roll of 2?
Yeah, you passed.
Oh.
You would have been much worse if you'd have failed. Yeah, you rolled 2 for your sanity, didn't you?
I thought I needed to...
No. You need to equal or under to your sanity. You passed, so you only lost...
Okay, I thought it was the other way around.
You only lost 1d3.
Okay, so Kasalar, is it ready?
Yes, it is ready, but we do not have long. We must go now. We must go now.
He throws the woman through.
The woman is thrown through. Basically, the way it's described, seeing it, is that the blood she falls into it, and you'd think that like she'd hit the ground, but she doesn't. The blood just consumes her, and she's gone.
Kasalar, you go.
He jumps through.
And Stribinkski.
You jump through. Right. You are going to change a little jumping through this.
Show up as a Brundlefly.
No, you're not going to change like that.
If I'm a woman, would I come out?
No. Oh. You emerge. And the first thing that you feel as you finally emerge is you are at first completely covered in blood. But this blood evaporates. It evaporates into...
There's no sight of the portal we came out.
No.
Ugh.
It's gone.
And I was the last one through, so I didn't see how the others appeared.
No. You land headfirst on the floor. but not hard. It's almost as if the portal cushioned your fall.
That's kind of it.
It's actual ground. It's actual ground. You feel warmth. You feel wind.
Oh.
You hear traffic.
Oh.
You're not on the road.
Oh.
That would have been very cruel, but you are not on the road. That is not where Kasalar's like, so long, suckers! As you then get run
Goodbye,
over.
cockbags! Yeah, and he flies off.
No. You've appeared in an alleyway. An alleyway close to where the warehouse had been.
Oh, that's fortunate.
In Boston. Kasalar looks different.
How does Kasalar look?
He looks younger.
Oh, you look good.
Kasalar now looks like he's in his 20s and invigorated.
You look very good, Kasalar.
I'm here. I'm free. I'm free. I'm here. He's just jumping, celebrating.
Relax now, Kasalar.
The
We will have
reporter
to be
is.
We will have to be cunning to get
The reporter
Nathaniel.
does not look so young.
What?
The reporter looks like she's aged 20 years
Oh.
and is weaker and feeble.
Can I first aid her? Will that help?
You could try.
Okay. Pass.
She is not. It's not a. She doesn't look wounded.
Okay, so she's just aged.
In fact, she's getting older.
What, still?
Yes. She looks at you with a sort of horror as she realizes that her skin is wrinkling and withering before her.
For record, lady, I did not know this would happen.
She tries to scream.
But she's too old.
She literally is aging and wasting away before your eyes. Kasalar is actually watching with some horror.
Is that just her or her clothes as well?
It's just her.
Okay.
And she basically disintegrates before you.
Stribinkski could not get to ask her where she works before, or did she tell him earlier?
You sort of got a vague idea.
Okay, he will take the notepad.
But sanity check.
Alright. 75.
75. This is not going to be great, considering you've just watched somebody be disintegrated before your eyes.
Great.
Apart from the fact that you rolled a 1. Lose 1 point of sanity.
What?
It's 1d8.
Yeah, it's okay.
Lose 1.
Hard life in Russia, you age quick.
At this point, you look at yourself, not quite sure what to expect.
Well, I would assume that he just got reverted to him 2 months ago. I assume Kasalar's been there since he was the age he is now.
No, you've changed a little as well.
Oh.
You've changed a little. Not bad. You've grown 10 years younger. You are now 44 years old.
I put this in a bracket.
Put this in brackets. You are now 10 years younger. Regain a point of strength, dexterity, or constitution, your choice.
Con, I guess.
You gain 14 con, which means your health is now... Your max health is still 13, but you have regained a point of constitution.
Okay.
You've actually felt more invigorated and more alive. A few other things are going to change, a little. Your, let's see... Your appearance has gone down by 1.
8.
You're younger, but you look more...
I assume something weird happened with
it's
the,
as if
the,
your
fre-
body,
the fresh scars
you've
he
been
had when he was in there.
reinvigorated, but you've got more scars, and your body's sort of like been worn. It's like sort of you feel a slight weariness.
Does this look like Kasalar has the same thing going on?
No, you see Kasalar's actually done pretty well from this.
Weird. Well, Stribinkski did come to that world with a bunch of fucking wounds that had been
You
hastily
did come with a
aided.
bunch of wounds that have been pasted up. You did come with a bunch of wounds that have also been pasted. Also, I'd like you to make me a... Basically, you're going to gain a chance to increase your power here.
Oh.
Because of the experience of going through the portal. It's only a chance. You may not actually be able to raise it. Where is the thing about how sorcerers get that way? There's a section in the book about how sorcerers become sorcerers.
Not really anything I ever imagined Stribinkski being, but
No,
he hasn't cast a spell
there's
yet.
a chance.
So I guess...
There's a chance how sorcerers get that way. There you go. Your power is currently 12 minus 21. Well, 21 minus 12 is 9. Multiply the difference by 5. 45%. No change.
Oh,
You feel a brief sort of tingling in your body as if something happened, but then it subsides.
oh well.
It
That's
subsides. Going through the portal and feeling this experience, though, has given you 1% additional Cthulhu mythos.
1%.
1%.
7. Gaining on your Violet.
And a loss of 3 sanity.
You dirty trollop.
You lost 3 sanity as well. You're back down
There
to
we
51.
go. 51.
Basically, you're now starting to comprehend that perhaps what happens when you go through these portals is that you all sort of become one briefly, like form. As you've now gone through the portal, the readings that you've read make a little more sense. It says,
so if I hadn't thrown the woman through, I would have gotten
if
older.
you hadn't thrown the woman through, there would have only been 2 people to sort of divvy out the age. And what happened, you believe, is that
She was fairly young, I assume.
she was fairly young, and what's happened, you think, is that basically, as I said, reading the spell and actually experiencing it, there was a bit that you glossed over in reading it about about how you transport, you become one as blood and leave many as blood, like share it, like the blood is shared, and as you vault the stars, and basically, you guys have divvied up your vitality and your strength and everything like that, and she has basically lost. She lost in that divvy up.
Okay, it was not because you went through first. It was just random chance again.
She went to game wise. She went to Con 0. And she died.
Oh well.
He is looking much younger though, and much better and healthier. He looks to you and looks to his clothing and tattered, and he pats himself down. And he just comes over to you and he does hug you now.
Oh, Stribinkski hugs it back. They will not recognize you, little Kasalar.
I am free.
Kasalar, they will not recognize you. You are free.
I am.
So do and move as you will.
I am free. You are free too, my friend.
No, it's good.
Oh, a terrible price we have paid, but it is a price I would pay again. Oh, yes.
Would you mind if I keep book?
You could keep the book. Keep
Thank
the book.
you.
It is, and we. You need anything, my friend, anything. I shall find a place to stay, and we shall. And if you need anything, you need only contact me.
No, Sam.
Only contact me.
Sam, I will leave contact information.
Excellent.
You probably don't have any money. I have some nearby. I think he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's back in Boston. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be able to set Kasalar up.
Kasalar up.
Yeah, Kasalar up a little bit because he's. I mean, he doesn't have anything.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, have him set up a little bit, but we need to stop the people from going into the portal.
Yes, we must. We must do that. We
must. I will also take this notepad, put in envelope.
I know a way to do it.
Put in through a letterbox in her place of employment.
I think I know a way to do it.
No?
The spell that I have, the spell to conceal things. If I use the spell, the word of concealment, I could conceal the entrance. It's tangential thinking, but it might work. It might conceal the portal.
Does the portal only do flesh?
Only flesh.
Because if they try fill it concrete, then they will just go through and they will notice it's there.
Wait, it does. I will think of something. Leave it with me, my friend.
No,
Leave it with me. I will do it.
You're a good man.
I will close it. You wait here, and I'll sort it.
I go deliver notepad then.
I will meet you. In town, by the town hall. The town hall.
No.
I shall meet you there. Later. I must sort this. I must. So much to do. So much to do. And he just goes off.
Stribinkski waves.
Is it a good time to end it there?
It would be a good time to end it there.
Congratulations!
Stribinkski lives. He's younger.
Stribinkski lives. He is younger. He is slightly worn and haggard, but he has survived.
How is in real life terms? Where are we with appearance 8? Are we sort of Adrian Brody's slightly melted cousin? Or...
No. You basically you're weird. The way I'm doing it is like you're weary, a little haggard. You've got some scars.
Bags under eyes.
Bags under eyes. You're not People are not going to recoil in horror, but people are
Someone,
going to be
someone
like...
who looks like they have a wasting illness.
Someone that looks like... No, not for wasting illness for you. For you, it's... You've been in some conflicts. You've got scars. You've got the signs of conflict. You're a little weary from conflict.
Nice.
But there you go.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yes, and when we come back, folks, who knows? Maybe in the future Stribinkski may meet up with Violet and Daniels.
Duh.
Probably, maybe not in this campaign, but maybe in a future one.
Depends what happens to the photo mad Swede.
Depends what happens to Hussey. Who knows? And so, after that experience of travel through the stars, it is so long from Kikoskia and so long from Rufert.
GM.
And we'll catch you later. Later.
Ta.